Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. Real quick, before it starts, just want to give everybody a heads up. This is all 5 parts of Zero War. Voice acted, music added, sound effects, all of that. These were originally recorded live on my YouTube and Twitch channel. Anytime a Fortnite comic comes out, I do live readings of them here, and then I take those clips and edit them into what you'll see here. I just took all 5 parts and put into one big movie for you guys. I hope that you enjoy this. Please leave a comment down below when the video's done what your favorite part was. I don't want to hold you up any longer. I love y'all, and enjoy the movie. I ain't seen you in a while, Patch. Wasn't sure you'd be back.
You ought to know by now. I always come back. Same again.
Oh, bartender, can I have a Fresca, please? Extra ice.
No.
No what?
No to whatever insane crap you're fixing to drag me into, Spider-Man. I come here to get away from that kind of thing.
I'll have a pufferfish daiquiri. I hear it's a local delicacy. Or is that reality 617?
Y'all have to the count of 3 to get it.
Let me try that again.
Y'all have to the count of 3 to get out of here before I throw you out. 1, 2.
Little room, Jones. I'll have whatever's strongest. What are you looking at, short, dark, and hairy?
A reason I might actually listen to Spider-Man's pitch.
If that's what passes for courtship in your reality.
Sure, you're easy on the eyes, but you also make Webbs nervous, and I enjoy that.
Nervous me? I say again, it's not like every pretty redhead makes me perspire through my suit. The material was supposed to prevent sweat stains. I'm the Imagined. This is Agent Jones. We need your help, Wolverine. I thought Spider-Man was the best one to explain things to you, being from your world. I still mostly think so.
Bartender, drinks for these people. The guy in the webs is paying.
Fine. I think one of my credit cards has some wiggle room. Okay, you might have heard about a chunk of Manhattan, including the Daily Bugle, and me, accidentally disappearing.
You find yourself a black costume again?
Not this time. We ended up in some Wakanda island. It's in a different universe, the place where every reality came from. Anyway, things are way worse. The Imagined Order decided to pull the plug and start over. Wipe out the island and everyone on it. The source of that really big bang is a ball of energy called the Zero Point. For a super long time, the Zero Point's been controlled by this evil science-y outfit named the Imagined Order. They'll do evil science-y things like snatch people from different realities and make them fight each other. One time they grabbed some folks from here, Thor, Iron Man, and you, Wolverine. From what I hear, I wasn't hurt to be left out, or okay, maybe a little. Trying to stop them, we have the 7, except there are only 6 of them. That's a whole other story. Our redhead here is one of the 7.
Hit them with everything you've got. We take this outpost at any cost. There's no ticket onto the bridge.
Their leader's a big armored guy called the Foundation. Imagine if Tony Stark was Nick Fury, but built like the Hulk. Besides Jones, the 7's army is made up of what we call loopers. And I don't mean golf caddies. They're folks who have been kidnapped from other realities. The 7 are slowly pulling them out of the loop. Their never-ending fight I mentioned.
We've got this! Even if they seal the door, we can break in. We just have to make sure they don't.
Let's cut our losses, Gunner.
Copy that, Dr. Sloan.
In the loop, if you get killed, you come back right to life to fight some more. That's never a good sound.
Everyone down!
Outside the loop, it's a little more permanent. Fishstick! Why you?
That's not Fishstick. It's a snapshot. One of the duplicates the island makes of people in the loop.
Wait, really?
Oh, think the sacred triangle. The real Fishstick died a while ago. I'm sorry for your loss, 8-Ball.
Wait, hold on. What? Hey, we got them to blow up their outpost and take out a bunch of their own guards, so yay?
They can replace the guards from any of a billion realities. The outpost means nothing. Stalemates are losses for us. We know they're working on a weapon of mass destruction. We need more power on our team. A game changer.
I've thought about that. We're listening, visitor. You'll remember the mecha the Paradigm built.
The Paradigm is the missing member of the 7, kind of a sensitive subject. She did a heel turn, changed sides, joined up with the Imagined Order. She helped them build a giant robot mecha that she piloted against a monster, or kaiju, as the kids say. The mecha took a beating, lost an arm, but they won the fight. Afterward, it did a dance and that's a kind of a thing there. Lots of dancing. I came up with my own. Want to see? Okay, sure. Maybe later. Anyway, then the mecha blasted off into the sky, never to be seen again. The Seven weren't around for that. They heard about it from Jones, but the Origin is big on research.
Interesting, Origin. You traced the mecha's flight path, right?
I did. It crash landed on the moon, orbiting the island. Presumably the paradigm was seeking other creatures. Considering the icy stretch of land the monster came from was actually a fragment that broke off from the moon long ago. But that moon is an ice body. Extremely hostile environment, deadly cold, hurricane, force winds. There's been no word from the paradigm since. If she survived the crash, she would have soon died of exposure. And the mecha was badly damaged. Presuming we could get there and live, it would take more time than we have to rebuild it.
Scientist, any way to accelerate the process, that mecha would give us the firepower to turn the tide.
Well, there are some things I could try, assuming we can reach the moon and survive there. But there's tremendous risk. The cold could crack even our armor, and any ship we flew there would likely be brought down by weather conditions. Hey, great plan, loving all the likely to die stuff, but let's put a pin in that for a sec. If I can get back to my world, I can recruit a whole army of tough customers. Some of them have even been here before. But they were just the tip of the iceberg. We got a whole universe of them, and we love to all get together for cosmic emergencies. We do have one of the Imagine Order's portal devices, but it's only got 2 charges left.
Yes, but each charge can bring an indefinite number of beings back to this island. And from what Jones told us, 2 of Spider-Man's allies manipulate the weather.
Yes, Thor and Storm. They totally sign up for this, I hope.
If they can easily ease conditions on the moon, one plan could serve the other. I say it's worth using the portal device.
But that only gets Spider-Man back here. To get home, he needs access to the Zero Point itself, at the center of the Order's stronghold. Hey, stealth is my thing. Stealth and quips. Stealth quips. And webs. My 3 things, plus power and responsibility. Okay, 5 things. I used to work directly with the Zero Point. I can guide you to it. I know the path of least resistance. And adapting to different realities is my thing.
Fine, I'll cover your backs. Just to the Zero Point. I need it here.
All right, I'll be back in a flash with the cavalry.
Actually, seeing as the gun has 2 charges, after you send your allies back here, there's something I'd like you to do.
What did you have in mind, Origin?
My vocation and avocation is the study of various realities. When we briefly seized the bridge before the island flipped, I was able to access the Imagine Order's database and learned something interesting. Back when Galactus attempted to devour the Zero Point, even though he was driven away, he dislodged a small fragment. As the devourer was forced back to your reality, that fragment went with him, along with your allies. As best I can determine, the fragment crystallized during its passage and ended up on your Earth. During its battle with the monster, the mecha recharged itself by grasping the Zero Point. If you can bring back that fragment, it may enable us to power up the mecha in seconds, instead of months.
You want me to miss the big battle again, huh? Fine, it's kind of my trademark now. I'm on it. My sister's going too. It's not that we don't trust you. It is that we don't trust you. Jones! Jones is one of them, and we don't know the skinny guy at all. We just have a personal stake in this. Care to elaborate? No. Fair enough. I also prefer Weary. You sure you want to do this alone? They can't spare both of us, Order. I'll be back soon, and then we'll get to what we've waited for so long. Be careful.
All right, Jones. Any thoughts about the best way in?
I do have thoughts. Prepare to marvel at my genius. See? That's where they dump out toxic waste. Into the ocean? And, oh, we're supposed to wade through toxic waste? And not get noticed and murdered in the process?
The ocean will expel waste into the void around the island. As for getting in, press yourselves close to our armor, and the cloaking will cover you too. Body heat, sound, energy will be undetectable.
Watch the hands. You're literally encased in armor. Armor that can incinerate you.
Engage cloaking. We can go silent from here on out.
He's talking to you. I know. I'm glad to not have to do this anymore. I swear, it's gonna give us cancer. We don't have that in my reality. Yeah, but you've got those parasites that burrow into your... Ugh! Why aren't we cloaked? I liked it better cloaked.
Uses too much power. I'm jamming any moderating equipment instead. If anyone comes by and sees us.
Too bad for them. So, this thing with the doors and the ceiling, that's because the whole island flipped over? Yeah, the Imagine Order seems to have cleared this area pretty well, but they've obviously got other priorities besides redecorating. Good, because I thought maybe Mysterio was messing with me again.
What's the matter? Have they changed things?
Not the layout, aside from it being flipped, but this new machinery is designed to transmit an insane amount of energy. Foundation can wreck it on the way out. Keep moving. Relax, we're doing great. The secret door was for crisis event escapes. It'll take us to what used to be my office. It's exactly as I left it. Except, you know, upside down.
Get nostalgic later. The 0 point's right across the hall, isn't it?
Yeah. You guys go ahead. I'll cover our backs.
That's it. The source of everything.
The excavation's gone faster than I expected. Wow. I've never seen anything quite like it. And I fought a giant armadillo.
Don't touch the 0 point until Jones calibrates it.
Or what?
Or every cell in your body will be ripped from the others and sent to different realities.
Cool. I'm just gonna stand over here and keep my hands to myself.
Hurry up, Jones. We'll watch the door.
One step behind as usual. Using the secret door to Jones' office was a mistake. I had it alarmed. It didn't take a genius, which I am, to figure out where you were headed. Don't bother running. I've diverted troops from the surface. They're on the way. Thoughtful of you to walk straight into a room containing the one thing that can kill even you on contact. Gunner, toss him into the 0 point. Grr.
Stick with the plan. I've got these two.
Geno, I promise you Geno. And there he is.
That's not Geno. I knocked this guy out when I saved you from the place. You think Geno would go down that easily?
Not Geno. So all those times I thought I was meeting with the big boss? You think Geno has the time to waste on the likes of you, Jones? Focus, Jones. Do your job. That's what I did. My job for centuries. And the boss didn't even know my name. It's better when they don't, trust me. Then it's all yelling and screaming and wanting pictures on their desk by noon. Foundation and Gunner are fighting. We covered. You, the skinny one. Weary, and I've got it. Just need another minute. We don't have a minute. Go. I've got to figure out how to make sure they don't follow us. On it. What are you doing? Making sure they can't follow us. Or killing us both. Who can tell these days? Damn it. Jones, you're extra fired. And you, Foundation, are dead. Gunner, on my mark. 1, 2.
Boom. Knocked him straight through the ceiling. Think he's dead?
I thought he was before and been wrong. But it doesn't matter. Our enemies' numbers are reduced. The imagined Jones and Spider-Man are gone. Whatever they're planning will take time. And they don't realize how little time they have. Elsewhere, meanwhile, in the Marvel 616 universe... don't throw up in the mask. Don't throw up in the mask. Deep breaths. It'll pass. We've got a bigger problem. I told the Imagine not to antagonize the locals, but, well... You've met her. Your energy signature's alien. Where'd you come from? Your worst nightmare. You know what? Never mind. You're going back the hard way. Captain Marvel, wait! Imagine, stop. We're on the same side. Also, please don't kill me. Spider-Man? I saw you on the ground. I thought she beat you unconscious. What? Why would you just assume... To be fair, I've wanted to many times. Actually, it's great we ran into each other. Get on the Avengers phone. Call everyone. East Coast, West Coast, Secret, Mighty, heck, call Avengers Academy if that still exists. It's not really called the Avengers phone. We need a big hero meeting.
Avengers Mountain, the body of the ancient dead celestial converted into the headquarters of Earth's mightiest hero.
So yes, obviously some folks need to stay and take care of our world, but every reality is in danger. So the more of us who go, the better. Anyone who's been there before is one step ahead. So Thor, Storm, Iron Man, You're all at the top of my list. Like I said, I'm staying, but everyone who's going, gather to the left. Squeeze together like for a class photo. I'll zap you to reality 0. That's all I got. And can I just say that this was awesome? I never get to run these meetings. It's a total rush and scary. Can everyone stop looking at me now?
Okay, people, I've already generated a list of who goes and who stays based on optimal power set applications. Listen up.
So much for me running the meeting, but I'm kind of relieved I'm not really management material. I hate sitting out the war. The 3 of us need to find that fragment fast. My onboard systems say they have tracked this general arrival point within a radius of 100 of your miles, but there's some background interference in the area. Are either of you an experienced tracker? Not without a spider tracer, but I do know someone who is. And right before I sent them to the island, Storm told us how to find you. All that makes sense now, right? Dude, I couldn't even follow, and I was there. Listen, Mr. Wolverine, he told it all wrong. Allow me. To really understand this, we have to go back to the beginning of all creation. It'll be the best fight you've ever had.
I'm in.
Really? That's all I had to say? Pay the man, Webbs. I gotta hit the head. The fools are behaving as expected, stumbling about like blind bulls. I shall attend to this matter with ease. Do not concern yourself with them any further, Geno.
Your assistance is greatly appreciated, Dr. Von Doom. We admit very few to our inner circle, but of all in the Omniverse, you may have been the easiest choice. Welcome. You are already a valued addition to the imagined order.
Form up on me! Charge! Avengers, assemble!
Stand down, Iron Man. I give you orders here.
Yeah, about that foundation, last time we were here, I quarterbacked and things went pretty well. So I say, with the proven winner,
I've been fighting the imagined order for centuries.
You said it, not me.
might be time for new ideas.
Tell you what, while you two bump egos, I'll find the objective.
How did someone as full of themselves as you ever design such impressive armor?
Funny, I was about to say the same thing. Hey, since we at least like each other's armor, I have an idea. I'll be commander of Earth Forces, you be commander of Island Forces, co-leaders. And we share armor tips, cool?
Sure, but my title's commander of Reality 0 Forces.
Fine. If you think having 0 in your name sounds more impressive, go for it.
Typical. Everyone thinks their reality is the center of the Omniverse, but we have a deal.
Captain Marvel to all points. I got one of their ships. Cover my retreat. Almost forgot. Only I get to say Avengers assemble.
I'll try to contain my disappointment. Scientist, you're with us. We'll need you to repair the mech.
Thor, Storm, you too. Without your help, even the added protection of the ship won't help us survive the Ice Moon's atmosphere.
We shall be equal to the task, my friend. The rest of you, the war goes on. The imagined order will track us here soon. It's our job to make sure they don't follow our moonshot. And here they come. So, Avengers, assemble!
I thought only you got to say it.
Her, I'm scared of. So, scientists, I'm hoping the name's not ironic. You sure you can get this giant mech running? If we can find it, absolutely. And if we recover the Paradigm's body from the wreckage, her armor's database will help a lot. The question is, can I repair it in time? That depends on our friends in your world.
Wolverine, I thought you said they knew you here. Knowing me and liking me are different things. Wait, it's a mistake. Good kitty. I'm Spider-Man. I was at Black Panther's royal wedding. Fine, they want to treat us as the enemy? They'll get an enemy. Nice one, Imagine. Now I've got a shot at the cockpit. Those pirates are just doing their jobs. Dude, sorry?
That's your idea of ruining his aim?
Hey, Jones is a crack shot. He could have hit you in the face. Besides, you'll heal in what, 10 minutes?
It still hurts.
Americans are insane. I think the short one is Canadian. North Americans are insane.
Invaders, you have violated the sovereign border of Wakanda. Surrender or die.
Chill, everyone. We can still work this out. They're just very sensitive about security. I'm sensitive about being eaten by giant metal cats. You're doing your job and doing it well, but Spider-Man and Wolverine are friends of the royal family. These others, however, are not. Strangers! I am Shuri, Princess of Wakanda. State your business here, or leave by choice or by force. Okay, so to really understand this, we have to go back to the beginning of all creation. They're from another dimension, and it's a crisis, and there's fighting and dancing, and we're all gonna die.
I'll vouch for him, and I'll explain everything in words that'll make sense even. But you think we could do it somewhere bugs aren't flying into this hole in my side and eating my pancreas?
Hard to argue with that. Come with me, and welcome to Wakanda. Interesting. And you think this crystallized fragment of your 0 point, the source of all realities, is in Wakanda? My armor traces energy signature here, but some kind of interference keeps me from narrowing it down further. That would be our vibranium metal, unlike any other. While there's a variant in Antarctica, the type of vibranium we have exists nowhere else in the world, or anywhere else we've explored. Our legends tell of how it crashed into Wakanda from somewhere else. There could be a link between it and the 0 point, or just one unique substance being attracted to another. Anyway, if the fragment's here, you're welcome to it, and only it. Wow, I can honestly say I've never seen anything like this before, and I've been around. Any chance I could snag just a tiny little sample? Dude, no! Then again, just looking at it is a privilege. Readings are still a mess. This will be like finding a speck of dust on a beach.
Don't bother. It's not here.
And how do you know?
I can smell it. Stands out like a beacon. A scent I've never come across before, which is saying something. But it's faded. The fragment was here recently, but it's gone now.
Taken? Impossible. This is one of the most secure facilities in the world. Maybe the fragment left on its own. It could be sentient. Ooh, or semi-sentient. A living metal. How cool would that be? If it's lost to us, not cool at all. Wolverine, any other sense?
Just reptiles, lizards.
Our senses don't react to reptilian life below a certain size. Given our proximity to Serpent Valley, this place is crawling with lizards. But Killmonger once trained the dinosaurs of the valley. Small lizards can be trained too. And if they didn't try to steal any vibranium, they wouldn't have triggered any alarms. Let's take a tour of one of Wakanda's other great natural wonders. The disrespect! A valley of actual living dinosaurs, and none of you are even taking a selfie. I've seen dinosaurs. I've talked to them. I've eaten them.
Shut up, all of ya! Something's here. Metal, oil. There's a hidden base camp up ahead. I think it still might be occupied.
Whoa! Ninjas? Wolverine? What is this with you and ninjas?
I don't know these guys.
I do. They were running around Reality Zero for a while, but they weren't riding dinosaurs. As far as I'm concerned, they can all go extinct. As all invaders of Wakanda do. What the hell? Focus, people, they're trying to distract us. The run running away is the one we have to stop.
She's right.
Got you covered. Go! I'm going. I'm turning around. Get down! The explosion was incendiary. There was nothing left to trace.
I got a scent before he blew it up. That fragment had a scent of something else weird. Mix of human and dinosaur.
Huh. I would have said these guys evolved from reptiles directly. No human at all in them.
You're right. This wasn't ninjas. It's an older scent. Someone who was here, but they're gone now. And I'm betting they took the fragment.
Oh no, why? Why is it always weird bad guys? Half human, half dinosaur, reptile people? This is all like a neon sign pointing to my old sparring partner, Sturgeon the Dinosaur Man. Sturgeon the Dinosaur, is that an actual Marvel villain? Holy shit. That's a ridiculous name, and I hang out with guys named Peely. Yeah, well, it all adds up, and it tells us where to go from here. Dinosaurs, vibranium. There's only one other place on Earth that has those things. Get your giant bug spray ready because we're headed to the Savage Land.
Wind ho! Hurricane cease! Thy Lord and Master commands it! Ymir's bow, soul doth defy thee!
To be fair, you're the thunder god of our dimension. Not this one, but the force of the winds has abated considerably. And though I'm not sure how long I can keep it up, I managed to lessen the cold somewhat. Storm to Iron Man, these are the best conditions you'll get. Can you land?
I'm Tony Stark, of course I can. Might be in more than one piece.
I hate to admit it, but that isn't on you. Even calm, these winds are some of the worst I've ever seen in any reality.
So, this is the climate here when it's being nice? No wonder the Imagine Order never went after the mech.
Everybody, brace yourselves. This is gonna be You all okay?
Of course, armor space worthy by itself.
But we wouldn't survive here without Thor and Storm. And since we don't know how long they can maintain this, let's stop measuring cod pieces and find the mech. Yeah, about that, a hunch, but is that it? It's intact, more or less. Missing the arm, of course, and then there's some hull breaches, but all things considered, it could be worse. The big question is the power core, and I'm not sure where it's located. We'll each search a third of it. I'm a leg man myself.
Both of you, get over here now. I found the paradigm, and she's alive.
Paradigm, you are alive. I thought those signals we picked up were just your armor's AI.
That's what he told me they were. How'd you survive up here?
Armor kept my body in stasis. The mech protected me from the worst weather. It's good to see you, Foundation. And you, scientists, and whoever this is. Tony Stark, Iron Man. I'm the cool exec with...
It doesn't matter. Despite what the scientists may think, this isn't some tearful reunion. You're a traitor, Paradigm. You betrayed us to the Imagine Order. Give me one good reason not to execute you right now.
Maybe because everything you just said is wrong?
Liar! Our intelligence confirmed it again and again. We thought you were the Imagine Order's prisoner, but you worked with them willingly.
Because there was a giant monster coming and I was the only one who could pilot the mech to stop it. I did see a video of something that looked really monsterish.
That's not the issue. They needed you. You had leverage. You could have demanded surrender to us, or...
I had no leverage. They were perfectly happy to let that thing kill everyone on the island. Have it wipe the place and start fresh. They only gave me a shot because they worried the monster could pose a threat to the 0 point. My world's relationship to technology made me uniquely qualified to pilot the mech. But they said if I didn't do things their way, they'd create a doomsday weapon, annihilate the monster, and every innocent being on the island. I believed them. Maybe you don't, but I stand by what I did. I believe her. Sorry, I misled you, Foundation. I knew how you'd react if you thought she could be alive. But think about what she just said. Wiping the island clean and starting over is exactly what we were trying to stop the Imagine Order from doing now. Hey, she seems cool to me. Plus, if I understood right, she's still the only one who can pilot the giant robot.
I'll take her at her word, but I will not be letting my guard down.
This is my surprised face. Wait, here comes extra surprise at the fact that you came here looking for the mech and not me. To be fair, we did think you were dead. Well, the mech pretty much is, if you need it anytime soon. We can repair the damage, but it'll take forever to power it up. Way ahead of you, Paradigm. What if we had a crystallized piece of the 0 point itself? Because some of our friends are back in my world, looking for it right now.
Earth, Reality 616, the Savage Land.
See? Lizard Man ninjas, just like the ones we fought in Wakanda. I was right. Sherry, Wolverine, is Spider-Man always so insecure he has to yell out the obvious if he thinks it makes him look good?
Yes!
Easy, Imagine. We need to take one of them alive for questioning this time. If you want a live one, Jones, you cuddle him to sleep yourself. Leave it to me, Jones. I don't kill. It's my rule. Call me old-fashioned, but I think the heroes need to hold themselves to a higher standard.
I never claimed to be a hero.
And my duty is protecting Wakanda at any cost. I'm just mean. Lucky for you, idiots. Well, at least we've got one more or less intact. Okay, Lizard Ninja, spill. Where's your boss? It's Sturgeon the Dinosaur Man, right? Anybody speak Lizard Ninja? I know 342,000 languages, but this isn't one of them. You said you were all about adjusting to new realities. I am. I could figure it out. They're hissing if you give me a week. We don't have a week. It's fine. Wolverine and I can track these creatures to their den. See? Thank you, Your Majesty.
Time for that is tomorrow. We can make camp here. Start building a fire. Triceratops are actually pretty good eating.
I'm gonna stick with the Wakanda fruit roll-ups. All right, right after I threw up the last 3. Oh God. To really understand it, we have to go back to the beginning of all creation. So, how old are you?
Little shy of 200.
And that's unusual for your people?
Ain't common. How could you tell?
The way you carry yourself, how you don't waste words.
I know better than to guess a lady's age, but I figure you're in a similar situation. Older than you should be, I mean.
I wouldn't know what my natural lifespan is. There's nothing natural about me. My sister and I were enhanced by our father in every possible way at the genetic level before we were even born.
Your daddy sounds like a fella I've met. Name Sinister.
My father's name is Geno.
Geno? Ain't he a big bad y'all are fighting?
Yes, the founder and the leader of the Imagined Order formed to figure out the perfect organizational system for the ideal civilization.
Just hit me. You call yourself the Imagined, and you've mentioned your sister, the Order.
I realize it's kind of petty, but any chance we have to reclaim part of who we are from him, we'll take.
Don't have to explain it to me. I know what it's like to be messed with. Changed.
Oh, we didn't mind that.
And I'm confused.
My sister and I were born to privilege. Geno's mastered the sciences, genetics. He's functionally immortal. So are we. At first we liked it. Felt as though the Omniverse was our playground. But my father is obsessed with perfection. One of his fellow members of the Imagined Order's inner circle made a bet with him. He couldn't resist. He sent us both into the loop, the part of Reality Zero's island where beings lose their memory, all knowledge of who they are, where the storm resets things every 22 minutes, and all you do in the brief window of awareness you have to do is fight to the death. Geno wagered we'd be the best beings to find our way out of the loop. He even bet on how quickly we'd do it.
Hell of a thing to do to your kid.
You want to hear the funny part? We did break out of the loop. Just not first, or as fast as Geno thought. We went home. Angry, sure, but we still thought of it as home. We were met by ourselves. Snapshots. Duplicates of people created by the loop. They were us, but shaped more by fighting to the death than by being raised as if we were special. We weren't good enough for our father, so he replaced us. Just like that. I don't know why I'm even telling you this.
'Cause it hurts. And I'm here. Maybe because I can tell you two things. One, your old man's a tool. Two, the way you talk about your sister, she is special to you. And I'm guessing you are to her. You got each other, so take some comfort in that, I guess. And hey, for what it's worth, I agree with her. Huh?
Oh, don't show Jonesy! That's crazy, bro. Poor Jonesy, man!
Emotional damage!
Damn, Jonesy! Back to the other side of things. I wonder if vibranium is, in an elemental sense, closer to your 0 point than most materials. Exactly. Thank you. Every time I try to talk to someone else about this, their eyes glaze over. Huh? I'm awake. No, you're right, Spider-Man. We should get some sleep. I'll whip us up some hammocks. Last thing you want is to wake up with a savage land centipede in your underpants. I'll tell Wolverine and the Imagined. They're fine, trust me. I have the senses of a jungle cat. Okay, but how do you know they're... Oh. If you find you can't sleep, Mr. Jones, come find me. We could talk more about the Omniverse. Sure. I just might do that. Purely in the interest of science, of course. Just so you don't get the wrong idea. Dude, flirting is definitely not in my wheelhouse, but that seemed distinctly flirty. And I'm not one to get up in people's business, but I'll just say, remember what you are. Huh? What am I? A commoner? A married man. I mean, I assume that picture you keep sneaking looks at is of your wife and kids. I hate to be all judgy, but you took it from your old office for a reason, Jones. Don't forget that now. I couldn't if I wanted to. And I don't want to. That is my wife. But she's gone. They're all gone. Oh, man, I'm sorry. The Imagined Order killed them? What? No, the Imagined Order protected them. They lived in ripe old ages in comfort. A rare thing from where I'm from. But when you join Island Management Team, like I did, you just don't get medical and dental benefits. You get immortality. But only as long as you're on the island. And the things that happen there, I didn't want my family involved. And they didn't want to be. So, we enjoyed what time we had. I wish there'd been more. It's just a demanding job. But I wouldn't trade it for a second. Except the part where I had to watch them die. When my kids got old, I told the Imagined Order I wanted to go back. Grow old and die with my grandchildren, who I barely knew. But I was a little too useful to the Order by then. Dr. Sloan reminded me that if I quit, my family would lose their protection. My world's always been an unstable place. So I stayed. I lived for my job, for descendants I never even met. But now the Imaginor is doing stuff that threatens everyone's family. I had to do something, or that's what I tell myself. I don't know, maybe I was just tired. Part of me thinks immortality is a curse, a power you get addicted to. I used to just see the endless possibilities, the time to fix any mistake. But some mistakes you can't fix. I wish I'd done better by them when I had the chance. I can relate, pal. Believe me. Well, your web hammock awaits, but if you'd rather go find Shuri, that's cool by me. I think I'd just like to spend some time with them. Good night, Spider-Man.
So all this, the Seven, the war, they're just about getting back at your old man?
Not for my sister. She wants to help others in situations like ours. Give them the freedom we never had. But for me, yes. I just want to smash his genetically perfect face.
Say you do. You win. Then what?
You know, I hadn't thought about that. And to be honest, I'm not sure. This has been my life for so long. I don't know what else is left of it.
I felt that way once. But you can start over. Find things, people.
Wolverine?
Call me Logan.
Logan?
Oh my god. I feel like I'm gonna need a pack of cigarettes after reading this.
I like the fact that you don't talk much.
They came from somewhere in this direction.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. If he built this, your sturgeon is a lot more impressive than I thought. I'm getting the feeling this is way bigger than sturgeon. Stupid animals!
Nothing is bigger than sturgeon.
Dude, one dinosaur man was bad, but if we've got 4?
Yes, Spider-Man. You've trespassed upon the dominion of the High Evolutionary. I have no quarrel with you, but I know what you seek, and I will not give up the Zero Shard. I've bonded it with Antarctic Vibranium. The result has shown me new paths to genetic perfection, and enabled me to evolve the most advanced new men yet. The shard contains the energies of primal creation. I will never surrender it. Leave in peace or die. I'm not especially fond of people who are obsessed with genetic perfection, so here's your answer. In the face! You struck me? You dare? Logan, look out! I will devolve you all to protoplasm! So it's Logan now, is it? Shut up! Can I call you Logan? No! I have a plan. Surprisingly, Spider-Man's a big part. We have to time this just right. You are impressive, woman. Work with me. We can create the perfect beings to survive what is coming. What's coming is me kicking your ass. I'm sorry, I said your name was ridiculous. You're actually awesome. Rah, stupid humans.
Really, Dr. Sturgeon? We must work on your enunciation.
Got a clear path, Shuri. Thanks. By the way, since when can you turn into a flock of birds? I'll tell you later. Now, my theory is that as a spider totem, you won't trigger the evolutionary's defenses, which are set to ignore animal-human hybrids. We'll know in a minute if I'm wrong. How? Something will blow up in your face. What? Don't worry. It would have happened by now. According to my readings, there's Antarctic Vibranium just ahead. The evolutionary will have the fragment protected from everyone, so we'll need to find a way past that security. Looks like somebody beat me to it. Ow!
My thanks, fool, for easing my path to the Zero Shard. I had neither the time nor the inclination to fight the evolutionary for it. But you obligingly distracted him, and his creatures allowing Doom to claim the prize.
Shuri, it's Dr. Doom! Oh, I hate that guy.
Much as I'd enjoyed crushing you under my heel, Doom is called to greater things. But I leave you with my minions. Have I mentioned they serve me and led you like sheep to where I required you?
Ah, man. Suckered by lizard ninjas! I'll never live this down!
Farewell, Spider-Man. You may rest assured that all creation is safe in the hands of Doom.
Yeah, that chills me right out. Thanks. Hey, Shuri, tell the High Evolutionary we all just got played.
Minutes later, as I thought, Doom has used the shard to travel to Reality Zero. I will be able to trace its energy signal for a short time. Then that's where we're going. Time to fire up the portal device.
Listen, while I have personal reasons to not like you, it seems that we have a common enemy, and we could use your power.
Your power seems quite adequate. No, without the time shard, I must focus on survival of Earth's species. I wish you the best of luck, however.
You deceived them, yes.
Dr. Wyndham, have you some plan to destroy them? No, Dr. Sturgeon. Such petty matters as revenge must now be put aside. For in my brief time with the Zero Shard, what I learned was chilling indeed. Come, we must load my storehouse of genetic samples onto a vessel that I hope can survive what is unthinkable, yet likely inevitable. The end of not only our reality, but of all realities.
Ancestors, Spider-Man, you've been to Reality Zero before. What fresh cold hell is this? I'm gonna guess the Ice Moon, Sherry. We talked about it some when I was on the island. You undersold the iciness, Jones. From what I hear, it's usually much worse. Your friends Thor and Storm must be suppressing the cold. I can extend my force field a little. It won't keep all the weather out, but it'll help. Wolverine, get close. Of course you want him to get close.
Most times I'd be happy to imagine, but my healing factor should keep me alive. Long enough for us to figure out where Dr. Doom went. He shouldn't have come here without a reason. And I smell molten metal. That way. Here.
The castle? Undisturbed for ages by the look of it. It's so covered with ice and snow I wouldn't have noticed it if it wasn't for the door. Antarctic vibranium melts metal. Doom must have used the Zero Shard to get inside. And taken out the other security measures. Well, it'll make him easier to follow. At least we're out of the wind. Now it just feels like a meat locker. Look around. Meat's not all they're preserving. Technology, artifacts, even beings. The only common thread is that they all seem deadly. Over here! That's the Ice King! The Imagined Order always wondered what happened to him. He raised a bunch of hell on the island for a while. Fought a molten lava sort of guy we called the Prisoner. It all led to a giant monster getting loose. I wonder if he's alive in there. Don't! Whoops.
Greetings, visitors, and felicitations. To reach my throne room alive is an achievement indeed. No doubt you have questions. You have earned answers. I once had another name, but the Ice King is how I am known, and it serves well enough. Unaccounted ages ago, brave allies and I began collecting items of power, things, and beings too dangerous to exist. My worst fears were realized when my staunchest comrade argued for using these items to alter realities to our liking. I was forced to freeze him, my other knights and all we'd acquired within our fortresses. I brought my Ice Moon here to a reality I believed isolated and safe. Weary, I turned the ice upon myself, to sleep at last, forever. But in a cosmic storm, a piece of the moon containing the castle in which I dwelled was sheared off. Fragments struck the island below. As the ice melted, I awoke and perceived the danger. From my dungeons, the prisoner, my old ally turned enemy, escaped. I battled him, attempting to stop him from unleashing yet worse dangers. I failed. Even as I defeated the prisoner, freezing him underwater for all time, a deadlier menace broke free. The Devourer threatened the Zero Point itself. It was stopped, thankfully, but not by me. I had failed in my duty, an unacceptable circumstance I could never allow again. So I returned here to my moon. I made it inhospitable to all beings, living or unliving, in an effort to isolate it and everything on it for all time. Your presence here proves you are too dangerous to remain free. He's gonna kill him! For the good of the Omniverse, you will abide with me as part of my collection. You have my congratulations, for this is a great honor. And my condolences, for it is also your end. Farewell.
I'm sorry, can we run back that last part?
You heard right. He said we're gonna die here. And yeah, it's getting colder.
Nice one, Jones. I was gathering intel. It's what I do. No time to waste arguing. Imagine, try to reach your allies. We need to warn them the climate's about to get worse. The rest of us have to find Doom. He must be here for these weapons. They could turn the tide in the Zero War, or any war. Did you hear me, Foundation?
Partially. Some of the transmission is interfering with your signal.
Well, here's the highlight. Get off the moon now!
We're kind of in the middle of something imagined. We've rebuilt the mecha, but we're counting on you to get it powered up. Please tell me you got the Zero Shard.
Did they get the Zero Shard?
I just asked! Shut up!
We're working on that now. Long story, point is you need to get everyone you can off the moon. If we succeed, we'll be right behind you in the mech. And if we fail, someone has to carry on the fight. Imagined out. Down! Doom's in here. Got shields up on us. Take him out.
Amusing.
like beheaded chickens that do not yet know they are dead. But this is a fine opportunity to test my newly acquired weapons. And so, die!
Down! I don't know if my force field can stop these things. This isn't fair. He got to the Black Friday sale first.
Yeah, he's stocked up. Arthur. All right. Okay, Doc, get ready for...
I have no idea how this works.
How do you figure them out?
He's doomed.
I am doomed.
Told you. If we can't snag our own weapons, let's take his. I like the way you think.
Annoyed, but there are many more where they came from.
To which I say, yoink!
Impertinent peasants! Proud of it. Enough! I have no time to humble you as you deserve, so I'll use the power of creation itself. Power that can also destroy. Consider this an act of mercy.
He's figured out how to use the Zero Shard. We can't stand up to that.
This is so bad.
And exactly what I wanted. To beat Doom, my brother T'Challa once used this technology to render all processed vibranium inert. I've altered it a bit to affect antarctic vibranium, but its range is short and requires a direct sight line. Thank you for obliging, Doctor.
The shard! No! Return what is mine, insect!
You're covered, Spider-Man. Go! Head south. Get the shard to the mecha. Consider it done. If I don't freeze to death first.
Fools! You have already lost. Spider-Man will die in that storm within minutes. The only question is, will you precede him?
A lot to swing from out here. This is south, right? Spider-Man, to anyone listening, can anyone hear me? Oh, right. We told him to get off the moon. Almost funny. I'd laugh if I could feel my face. Anyone else a little chilly?
Hell with this.
I agree. Charge him!
It ends as it must. Let the last thing you feel be the sting of failure. What?
I'm guessing that's Doom, Spider-Man? The name does fit.
So against all odds, you've reactivated your ludicrous craft. Then I need waste no more time here. The final battle will occur on the island. We will meet again there, if luck is with you.
Paradigm? Is that you? I thought you were dead. A dead traitor. I covered all that with the Foundation. You don't want to ride with me? You can hop on a ship. It's leaving early. Either way, get moving. We're headed back to the island. One way or another, the Zero War is about to end.
Foundation to Paradigm, we're seeing alarming movements by the Imagined Order. They're ceding strategic points to us, pulling back to their central positions. They'd only do that if they were preparing to evacuate the island, which means their doomsday weapon is due for completion. Ahead of schedule, we're on high alert. What's your status?
We can be launch ready in minutes. Just give the word. My compliments to the scientist on my new armor, by the way. The old suit was showing the effects of being abandoned on the ice moon.
Okay, fine. You resent us for leaving you for dead, and I must trust you for helping the Imagined Order. As long as we're on the same side once the missiles start flying, it doesn't matter. Foundation out.
Is she ready? 'Cause I'm ready. I'm readier than ready. Like, over-prepared.
She'll be fine, Jones. Are the others in fighting shape? The Iceman's environment took a lot out of them.
Oh, am I glad you asked? You want to see fighting shape? That is fighting shape. Oh yeah, it's me, your friendly Omniverse Spider-Man. I tell you, I've had armor suits before, but never with back bling. Want to see my back bling? I've had requests for you to stop showing everyone your back bling. I mean, we've all got back bling. We're all proud of it, but there's a time and a place, you know?
Okay, Foundation, respect. Some of this tech is, it's not my Hulkbuster suit, but that's kind of specifically for busting Hulks. This stuff defies the laws of physics. I can't wait to take it back home.
None of our tech leaves reality zero, Iron Man. So enjoy it while you can.
Have I mentioned you're no fun? Because you, sir, are no fun.
Would you arrange for Wolverine?
Little hiccup there. He won't stop attacking the Imagined Order bases long enough for us to measure him.
I told you, I don't need all that fancy stuff. When you got a healing factor, armor just slows you down.
I think he looks good. You would imagine. I think he looks like he just grabbed some clothes off a dead guy. Which, if I recall correctly, he did. And what's with the eye patch? Doesn't he regrow missing body parts?
Her idea.
Reminds me of when we first met in Madripoor. Leave it, Jones. Let them find some happiness in all this insanity. And Shuri, you're not wearing your special gear either? My clothes are a badge of rank in Wakanda. Besides, I didn't think the new suit was so flattering. Not that you'd care. Listen, about what happened in the Savage Land. You mean when you ghosted me? That is a painfully accurate way of putting it. Spider-Man told me about your late family. I understand. Our loved ones who've passed on are always with us. There's nothing more important than honoring their memory, which we'll do by utterly destroying the imagined order. The more I get to know you, the more I regret my decision. You never know. Maybe you'll have another chance after the battle.
So everyone paired up but you.
Hey, for all you know, I'm married.
Are you?
No. So you're the famous Logan? Or is my sister the only one allowed to call you that?
I'm guessing you're the order. Look, if you disapprove, I get it. But your sister's a grown woman, free to make her own.
Shut up. I haven't seen my sister this happy in 80 years. Thank you. All right, hands off. Logan and I have some serious matters to discuss. About the battle, I'm sure. How'd you guess?
Fish stick?
I'm Triggerfish.
Sorry, of course. What happened to your unit?
Wiped out, but I got the intel. Take it, scientist. Avenge me.
Thank you, and don't worry. We'll fix you up.
There's no fixing me. Just don't let them do this to any more fish sticks. Or anyone else.
Okay, everyone, listen up. We've intercepted coded data meant for Dr. Sloan, sent by Geno himself, so bad news and worse news. Their weapon, codenamed the Collider, will reach critical mass sooner than expected. If we don't stop it, all life on the island gets wiped out. Our only hope is to act now. Oh, and the worst news, their weapon incorporates the zero point. They're using its creation energy to destroy.
Good news is we've confirmed the location of the Collider. It's on top of a tower here. They've got shields protecting the area. Those shields need to come down. The Paradigm's launching her mech. We need all shields disabled by the time she gets there. You've all been assigned a shield generator base. Destroy the backup generators that converge on the zero point.
Storm, Thor, you kept the atmosphere of the Ice Moon survivable for days. You can't have much left in the tank.
If you tell me to sit this one out, Iron Man, I will rust your armor in the most uncomfortable places.
Hey, old friend, there is but one course of action for any warrior of honor. For Earth, for Reality Zero, for the Omniverse.
So, I have a feeling they expected us.
Resistance is heavier than projected. They obviously haven't evacuated yet.
Hang in there, guys. I think we might be about to get some backup.
Backup? That's great, but what difference will a few fighters more or less make in all this? Question withdrawn.
Paradigm to ground team. I'll keep the heat off of you. Focus on getting those shields down.
Just one generator left. There's still time.
Not enough for you to run your mouth. Hit it!
Shields coming down. Jones the Paradigm. We've eliminated the shields. The Collider's exposed.
We're on our way. Divert power to Blade Strike. Hey, Imagine Order, don't be sad your weapon's cool codename still fits. My surgeon's about to collide with its... What the hell?
No! A trap. We have to get over there. Paradigm, are you...
Alive? I'll try to make repairs. Keep going. We're running out of time. She's right. The zero point's energy is building exponentially.
And getting closer. It's rising out of the ground. Damn my father.
Focus up, people. Any plan we might have had is out of the window. All we got now is a big, fat target. Everybody attack the tower! I don't care how! If the zero point touches the crystals at the top, everything ends!
It's all good. Stop the end of everything is just my jam. I'll try to leave some minions for you to mop up Foundation.
Wait! We don't know what...
Iron Man! Tony! Talk to me!
I can't feel my armor, but I'm alive. Go. But be careful, whatever's up there. We're talking Thanos level power.
The long way it is, come on!
Wait, Logan, look up there where the blast that hit Iron Man came from. What do you see?
I see a big fella. Hard to get a scent from here, but it's like there isn't just one. They keep changing. You know him?
Only since the day I was born. Imagine to order, get over here. Daddy's home.
Sloan together! It's getting too crowded over here. What the hell's wrong with our defenses?
No worries, Dr. Sloan. We've got it locked down now. No one else is getting...
Slight problem here, Dr. Sloan.
I saw it, idiot! We need more firepower. Where the hell's the new guy? Dr. Doom. But he's only got a doctorate from one reality. He's supposed to have taken down an arsenal of world-ending weapons from the Ice King's castle. We need them. Find him.
Copy that.
Where is he? Up there. We can't let him slip away. We have to get to him fast.
Iron Man tried that. He got blasted out of the sky.
He tried a frontal attack. Did what you'd expect. We turned our backs on the expected a long time ago. Brace yourself, handsome, and keep your stray parts away from the 0 point. I'm kind of fond of all of them.
Geno, you're done running from us!
I never ran from you, daughter. Only tried to help you. But at some point, children have to face the consequences of their decisions. Doom! Stop hiding, you coward! We need those weapons. They can help us turn the tide. Indeed they could. But what's the point? The philosophy of your imagined order is sound. It is possible for those with sufficient wisdom, genius, and resolve to engineer the perfect society. Your mistake was believing you were capable of such a thing, when only Doom is blessed with such vision. If any life lingers in you, take solace as you die in the knowledge that your goal will be realized someday, far from here, by Doom. And in a small way, you were useful. This is ridiculous. You're still my blood. Just ask and I'll let you live. Send you somewhere safe. You will not despair, little creature who insists on stabbing me. It's starting to get extremely tiresome.
I have a better idea. We'll send you somewhere, father. Everywhere!
Are you insane?
I'm jamming his flight jets. Pull him loose.
You're mad. If we hit the 0 point, I'll tear us apart. Scatter our bodies throughout the Omniverse.
I'm good with that.
Imagined. You sure?
Completely. What are you? No! No! Why? Why?
It's what she wanted. She made me a promise. If someone had to do it, she wanted it to be her. She said you still had a chance at a life. A good one. And she didn't think she did. She wanted you to be happy. It was her last wish. Speaking from experience, I know that's easier said than done.
Idiot! You don't understand! It didn't work!
Enough of all of this! Let these villages out of existence! Look out!
You just don't know when to quit, do you, Jones? But I'm glad you're here. I recruited you. It's only right I clean up my mess. Wait! Hold your fire! Sloan, you don't have to do this. You used to care. We both did. Used to want to make things better, remember? Always so dramatic. Surely you have better last words than those. Look out? What?
Got the mech running again. Bet you could use a hand.
Appreciated. And if it helps, I can finally admit I was wrong about you. Sorry. Eyes front, Jones. Sloan was lost a long time ago. Focus. Look. The 0 point is focusing on Geno. This is our best chance.
Destroy the crystals. I think we all figured that out. But thanks.
Foundation, are you sure that this is safe?
This isn't what I wanted for you, daughter. I set you free. But you could never do the same for yourself, could you?
Get away from her!
If there were anything that could be done for my daughter, I would have done it. I'm afraid the best I can do is slow it down. For both of us.
What's happening to them?
What happens to anyone who touches the uncontrolled 0 point? They're discorporating at the molecular level, being scattered throughout the Omniverse. Don't let your guard down. Geno's still dangerous.
You can't accept it, can you? That you're born. Well, in a narrow sense, you've always defined it. You spoiled my plans, which, incidentally, were to protect and perfect every reality in the Omniverse. But there's no point arguing who the hero is now. You always believed my methods were abhorrent, that you knew a better way. Congratulations. Now you get to prove it. I genuinely hope you're right. Because if you fail, it means the end of everything.
Explain yourself.
I wish I had the time. You'll find out soon enough. In the meantime, master the 0 point any way you can. I know you believe my subjugated was obscene, immoral. Maybe you can do better by singing lullabies to it. It doesn't matter. What does is that it's your only hope. Everyone's only hope. I have to go now. If you think anything in here will be helpful, take it. You have, by my estimation, 15 seconds. This place goes when I go. I have to admit selfishly that it's good to lay my burden down after all this time. It'll be nice to rest. But I almost forgot to ask, who's the blonde fellow?
What? I worked for you for centuries!
Forget it! Grab what you can! We have to go!
Hey, looks like we won! Come on, up top.
This will never happen again.
Except on a loop in my brain.
There, the 0 point's connected to your Bifrost. Anyone from your reality can take it home.
In time, let the warriors celebrate their victory. And you as well, friend scientist.
Oh, sure. I just want to jot down some thoughts first. I mean, we've got to get everyone else home somehow, too.
Yeah, this is about when I start second-guessing myself, too. You and that Sloan lady had history? A lot. She wasn't always like that. And I wasn't always like this. I hate that she went out like that. There's always a better way. Isn't that what you believe? Sure, but there isn't always time to figure out what is. I've been thinking about my family. Whether they'd recognize what I've become. I think they would. And I think they'd be proud of you. How do you know? Because you're asking yourself the question. Hey, I better run. There's a block in New York missing the sweet sounds of J. Jonah Jameson yelling, so I need to get him back. Take care, Jones. I have to go too. I've been away from Wakanda for too long. I'm sorry we never got to know each other better. Maybe we'll have another chance. You control the 0 point now, don't you? Sort of. I think the idea is to let it rest, heal, not mess with it, the way the Imagined Order did. Well, maybe someday you can ask it nicely to send you to visit me. I'd like that.
Listen, I don't expect you to forgive me, but try to forgive your sister. I know the feeling you got now is better than the grief. Easier to bear. But if you hold on to it too long, it'll eat you up. Take it from me.
What reality are you from?
Jones called it 616.
Out of respect for my sister, I'll avoid it. But if you ever cross my path again, I'll unmake you.
I admit it. I grew on you.
You acquitted yourself well.
And we're armor bros now.
We are definitely not armor bros.
So, you won. Now what?
Let the 0 point heal. Be free. Stick to the natural order of things, like it was before the Imagined Order came along, and try to find a way to send all those who are trapped here home.
Sounds like a big job. Sure you don't need a hand?
We'll manage. But if I ever need you, well, it's not as easy as calling, but we'll find a way.
That's the armor bro handshake.
It definitely isn't.
It totally is. Armor bros!
Please go home.
Not the end. So Geno is still alive. So if Geno's still alive, that would presume that the Imagine would still be alive too, right? But it looks like that's the end of the comic, chat. That's it! If you're watching the recording of this after the fact, make sure to subscribe to the channel, use creator code Clark_Clint, all that good stuff. And most importantly, check out one of the videos that YouTube's gonna have up for you on the screen right now. Why don't you go rewatch the whole series? You might as well, right? Come on, it ain't gonna hurt you. I love y'all. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.